Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a sit-down video. I think the last time I did one of these was Maddox's 3-month update, and now he's going to be a year old in 6 weeks. That is just insane. So while Maddox naps, since I'm home on summer break, I have some time to brainstorm about different videos that we want to do, and I had a couple ideas and 2 of them were just really sticking out. So I have this whole notebook full of things that I've learned. I'm not gonna lie, this is like the 5th time I've tried to do this, but getting out what I want to say and how I want to say it and how I want it to be perceived is kind of difficult because motherhood is a sensitive topic, whether you have 1 kid or 5 kids or no kids. You know, it's very sensitive. You don't want to offend anyone. The first thing that I've learned is that it's so important to take in and cherish every phase that they're in. Take it all in because it goes by so quickly. I remember very vividly the nights where Maddox would be up 3 and 4 times and I would be exhausted, and I just was like praying that he would sleep like 4-hour stretches. But yet now he's in such a fun phase where we can play, he's learning how to run, he's more independent, so he can do things on his own. He'll leave me and go play with his toys by himself, which is so nice when I need to get things done, but also it's kind of sad because you want them to want you. Number 2 is that everyone has opinions about what you're doing. So when you post things online, when you're talking with a group of friends or talking with relatives, everyone is going to have an opinion about everything that you bring up about your baby. And you just need to learn to take that with a grain of salt because you know your baby best, okay? There's no one in this world that knows your baby like you as the mom or as the dad. So it's just really important that you not take anything that anyone else says to heart. Do what you think and what you know is best. Which kind of leads me into number 3. Because you want what's best, you want to do what's best for your baby. Austin and I are researchers. We want to know the best, how to do it, when to do it. I just really like to learn about development in general. But there is such a thing as information overload. You can find a negative review, a negative comment, or some issue that somebody has about anything, whether that's sleep training, the diapers you use, if you're nursing, how long you're nursing, what kind of formula you're using, what kind of car seat you're using. And it's so easy to get sucked in to wanting the best of everything, and there is nothing in this world that has perfect reviews across the board all the time. Okay, my next one. All babies cry, even good babies. That was something that I really struggled with and still now even kind of struggle with, even as Maddox is getting into the toddler phase. But it's as a newborn, everything's new to them. Wind is new to them. Light and sunshine is new to them. Voices are new to them. People breathing on them is new to them. All of these things can just be super overwhelming, and the only way they can communicate is by crying. So the next thing I learned, that just because breastfeeding is natural doesn't mean it's easy. And I had heard that so many times before Maddox was born. I'm like, oh, no problem. Like, we can do it. It'll be fine. It'll be easy. Breastfeeding to date is the most difficult and frustrating thing I've ever done. I would go through labor again if I didn't have to go through the first phases of breastfeeding. Now I totally understand that that is a choice that I made. And if you chose to feed your baby formula, more power to you. That is awesome if that's how you want to feed your baby. No judgment here. However, that's something that I really wanted to do and was really passionate about. But like I said, it was so difficult. When Maddox was 6 weeks old, I got a clogged duct, which turned into mastitis, which then turned into a staph infection. So I had to get it drained, which then caused me to lose the supply on my left side. So from about 6 weeks up until 9.5 months, he was exclusively fed on one side. Hey guys, sorry about the little change here. My hair is different, the background is different, just a little tidbit. This is like a week and a few days after I originally started filming because we ran out of room on the memory card and then things just got chaotic. And ironically enough, when all of this happened, one of the things I was talking about is that nothing can ever be planned. Like, it was just perfect timing, but that's another thing that I've had a really difficult time adjusting to because I am kind of an obsessive planner. I get anxious and a little stressed out when I don't have things planned or something doesn't go as planned, and that's something that I've really had to work on the last 11 months. So earlier I talked about how breastfeeding was really difficult. And like I said, I know it was totally a conscious decision. Like, no one forced me to breastfeed, but it's something that I really, really wanted to do. And that was hard, but pumping is awful. I hated every second of pumping. Obviously, it's something you need to do, especially if you go back to work after you have your baby. To keep your supply up, you have to pump. It is not fun. 0% fun, other than I let myself have a snack when I pumped. And my last thing is to lean on your faith. Whatever your faith may be. I know I prayed a lot. I probably prayed more in my first 6 weeks of being a mom than I had in my entire life altogether. Because there are just times where you are sleep deprived, like you're exhausted, your body hurts, your body is not your own, you have no control over what's going on. I really think that it helped me a lot emotionally, although I still wasn't super emotionally stable. I feel like it could have been a lot worse. I could have gotten to a really dark place, but I was able to kind of let it all go and know that it was just a season of my life, that it was going to pass. And so I'm gonna cut it off there. I could go on for hours about all the things that I've learned. If you have any questions or comments, do not hesitate to ask. I love hearing what other moms have to say. We have several other fun videos planned for this summer, so make sure you are subscribed. You don't want to miss out on especially our birthday shenanigans, and we will see you next time.